In 2018, we started out working with dance and sound and visual projection mapping in order to try and give an immersive experience to tell the story of the lived experiences of people with neurological conditions. And throughout that journey, we got to the point where we were looking to tour a piece that would be outdoors, and we just realised that obviously with COVID that was never going to happen, particularly when we work with people who have been shielding effectively since last year. So we started to kind of look at other ways that we could have an immersive experience, and that's how we got to motion capture, which is quite some journey really. We were able to turn movements into these beautiful visuals, and the movements all came from the stories of our creative consultants, and it was so beautiful and so representative of what we were trying to say that we just felt like it was the right thing to do.
The great thing about motion capture is you get all these different data points. So it'll be tracking, let's say, your head, your hand, your leg, and in doing so it means you can extend the movement and bring it into a virtual space. It's really kind of made us think about how dance, sounds and visuals can be experienced in different ways rather than a theatre or in a public space. And utilising all the different technologies to kind of be creative on how we can kind of twist and see how far we can push them to create something fun. All of that feedback and kind of data we've received has sort of enabled us to create a visual language, and that visual language has really informed how we've kind of shaped the movement, the visuals, the sounds.
I feel like that we're moving into a space that doesn't exist yet, like it doesn't have a name. It's this immersive, VR, digital, theatrical, immersive something. It's a really exciting space because we can design it so that it's accessible from the moment we jump off from this. So we're using like lived experience, but we're also using access, and we're consulting with people who have these lived experiences, not just in the digital sense, not just in the creation sense, but in the access sense. So we're really taking this as a whole new space that I'm really excited to be in, that I think really can change the shape of how work is experienced by people for our future. So we're looking for partners to get involved that have exciting ideas about the ways that this work can progress. We're always expanding our pool of creative consultants as well, so to get more creative consultants involved, so people with lived experiences of neurological conditions that want their voices to be heard, that want to tell about their experiences, that want to share their experiences, and also for carers as well, so for the friends and family network around people with those lived experiences. That's my experience, and for me I find it really cathartic to share my experience and to find other people that are experiencing the same thing as I am, watching a loved one who is really struggling and is changing and is living with MS, and for me, just the opportunity to share with others is really important, and I know there'll be other people out there that might want to share their experience as well, and so we're really open to hearing and adding more voices into the mix to make sure that we're really telling the whole story.